Hey guys, Typical here. In today's video, we're going over our top 10 rarest Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Now, they could be shiny, hundo, and a bunch of other stuff, but let's go over all of them in my collection. And let's start off with an honorable mention, because I didn't want to put all my Shundos on here. Obviously, Shundos are very rare, but this is an honorable mention. Shundo the Bacon Bird, just an absolute savage, and it's currently in raids, and I got this Shundo, and it looks very, very good, but let's go to number 10. And that spot is going to this huge shiny Espeon. It did just come out at Japan in Sendai and in Madrid, but we only had 2 events to hunt it, and I'm sure a lot of people don't have a size shiny of shiny Espeon. I'm very, very happy to get this. We got this right towards the end of the event on day 1 in Madrid, a huge shiny Espeon, which I just find so cool. I think it's a really, really cool find, so this is definitely going to make it in the top 10, mainly because I want to show it off again. We love it, but let's go to number 9. And at number 9, we have a Pokemon that I wish I had the shiny for already, but today we're doing a 10-hour stream, so make sure to tune into that. We're going to be live in about an hour and a half from now when you're watching this, so come say what's up. We're starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, going until 9 p.m. Eastern Time, but wish I had the shiny of this, but very happy to have the Hundo. Now, a lot of people might get the Hundo this event, maybe not a lot, because it's been such a rare hatch, but it might be a little bit more prevalent this event, but I did hatch this Hundo a few weeks back on May 21st. I mean, honestly, now that's a month ago, but honestly, this is one of my rarest Hundos in my account. Larvesta 855 is that CP. If you ever see that from an egg, just get ready to celebrate and party, because, I mean, to have this in the collection is really cool, and it's level 50 now, which is also really cool, and we slowly are getting those XLs up again because of this event. Shout out to this event, and hopefully we can get that shiny today. Fingers crossed, but maybe we mix that with this. Get a Shundo. That would definitely make it my top 10, maybe even number 1. And up at number 8 is a tiny shiny Shadow Trapinch. This was caught right before I caught my first ever shiny Shadow Mewtwo. Well, it was like a few hours before, but it was caught on the same day, and it looks absolutely amazing. I mean, it's just a tiny Trapinch that is shiny, and that is Shadow, and I just love it. I mean, honestly, it just looks so good. I love the shiny itself, but to get a tiny shiny of a Pokemon that's normally kind of small anyways is something that I just find awesome. So, like, for example, Tynamo Comday coming up soon. Hope to get a tiny shiny Tynamo, because it would just fit perfectly with Tynamo's vibe, because it's such a small Pokemon. Hopefully that can happen, or I get a huge one for the fun. But let's move on to the next number. And that next number is going to be my Shadow Hundo Excadrill. Honestly, this is probably one of my rarest Pokemon in my account, mainly because I have never seen somebody with this. Like, I feel like, now I'm not saying I'm the only person with it, but every time I've asked somebody, they've never had a Shadow Hundo Drillbur. So, very, very happy with this. We got this in January. It's my first ever Shadow Hundo as well. Talk about starting with a bang. It's pretty useful as well. A little bit in Master League, a little bit in, definitely in raids. It's definitely useful there. But, very happy to add this into the account. It looks so cool. And just to get Shadow Hundos, I mean, it's just so cool. I didn't include all my Shadow Hundos on this list, but definitely should have included Sawdude, but I felt like this one is a little bit more rare. I mean, if I am being completely honest, probably the Espeon gets replaced with Sawdude at number 10, but very happy to have a Shadow Hundo Excadrill on the count. Now, not quite cracking the top 5 is this Shundo Turtonator. We got this a few days ago, and I'm still over the moon about it. Literally, you can see right there on the 22nd of June, which means it was caught on Cyndaquil Calm Day, but it was right after Cyndaquil Calm Day, like, you know, it was like a few hours afterwards. But to have this added into the account, dude, I am still so stoked about this. We recently got this, definitely in my top 10 rarest shinies, because, I mean, of rarest Pokemon, because honestly, I mean, from a research task, it doesn't happen too often. So, to have this added in the account, very, very happy. It's also a rare shiny itself. I know people that still don't have this shiny in general. So, very happy to have the Shundo of this guy, which is just absolutely amazing. But a Pokemon that's definitely added into the top 10, you can see, is a background shiny Dialga. But it's tiny, and it is Floor, which is just hilarious to me, the fact that we get... Oop, I'm sorry, you guys didn't see that. You guys didn't see that, but this does crack the top 5. I mean, Floor IVs is pretty rare to get. It's the same rarity as a Hundo, so, you know, it could have been a Shundo. But, hey, to get a tiny shiny Dialga is really, really cool, and it has the LA background. I mean, talk about just perfection there. I mean, it's just like boom, 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 WWW. Give me some W's, you know, in the comments down below. But also, let me know in the comments down below, what's your rarest shiny, rarest Pokemon in your account? And let me know if I messed up my list. You guys let me know. But let's go to number 4. And that spot goes to another Shundo, and this one is the Shundo Kyogre very first raid, and this was just insane. Very first raid of the raid day, I got a Shundo Kyogre. Pretty hard to beat that. I mean, you literally can't beat that first raid, but maybe you get a huge Shundo or a tiny Shundo, but to get this in the account, I'm still stoked about it. And shout out to Marissa for being an absolute savage and supporter of the channel, but still can't believe we have this in the account. I mean, again, this thing is just amazing. It looks so good. And, of course, you can Primal Evolve it and make it just even more useful. I mean, just such a perfect Shundo. And we love the Purple Whale. Stuff you love to see. But, again, Shundo Kyogre, definitely in the top 5. But now we round out the top 3, and this one is my only Nundo Shiny in my account. Honestly, the only reason I'm including this ahead of the Shundos, some of the Shundos, is because I only have one of these, and I have 8 Shundos now. So I feel like it's kind of evening out, you know what I mean? I feel like it's very, very fair to have, obviously, a Nundo Shiny higher than a Shundo, because I feel like Nundo Shiny is a little bit more rare. But you guys let me know, should this be a little bit lower? Honestly, I don't know. I just put it a little bit higher this time because I feel like it probably should be a little bit up there, but you guys let me know in the comments down below. This is number 3, though. Let's go to number 2. Coming in the second spot is going to be the Shadow Hundo Ho that you guys saw for a second a little bit earlier there, but very, very happy to have this in the account. A Shadow Hundo Legendary is something a lot of people can't say that they have, and I got this not too long after the Shadow Hundo Extra Drill. It was about less than a month afterwards, you can see, on January 27th, but very stoked to have this in the account. I instantly maxed it. We use it in PvP all the time. Brightbird, Airlines, stuff you love to see, but also, I mean, it's just an absolute savage. It just looks so cool. We use it in raids. We use it sometimes even in showcases. I mean, it just looks cool. Shadow Hundo of a Legendary, like, it's hard to beat that. Obviously not going to purify it, but let's go ahead and go to number 1. But before that, we got to give an honorable mention to all of our Shundos here, because there's one missing. You guys will see that in a second. But 7 Shundos here. I mean, it's hard to get a Shundo anyways, so all these deserve a little bit of praise. This one I actually caught from a Jesse and James balloon, which is interesting because, you know, I purified it, but which is interesting because we might not ever get those back. I wonder if we will. I hope we do. I love Jesse and James balloons. I wish we get them back. The Meowth balloon flying in the sky is always so cool, but we also got ourselves more Shundos, like this Walrein, the Bacon Bird, obviously the Kyogre that we talked about, the Shundo Gumi caught on Calm Day, the Wild Shundo Petalil, almost said Lilligant, Petalil, which I evolved to Lilligant, and this one, I mean, just catching at a Go Fest Shundo in the wild is pretty cool, and of course, Shundo Turtonator, we talked about that earlier as well, but while we're here, I actually want to show off some of the Nundos, because there was a Nundo that I thought of adding into this list specifically. Where is he? Right here, the Captain Hat Pikachu. I feel like this is probably my rarest Nundo in my account. It's a costume Nundo. I feel like a lot of people don't have costume Nundos, so that one probably should be there. Or maybe like an XXL Hundo or Nundo, because I want to show those off actually as well, because we had 2 XXL Nundos, the No Duo and the Gothita. And then when it comes to tiny Hundos, Nundos, I don't have any of those. But when it comes to tiny Hundos, I have 2 of those. I have a Jigglypuff and I have a Hundo Paldean Wooper. Should one of these made the top 10 list? You guys let me know, but let's go over and celebrate number 1. And that has to go to none other than Rachel Rocky, which is just definitely my rarest Pokemon in my account. This is a Pokemon that was exclusive to an in-person event and a very small event a few years ago. But to get the Shundo costume Piplup, I mean, costume Pokemon are rare as is. To get a Shundo of it was just absolutely incredible. We had the best buddy of this thing. We maxed it out to level 50, no hesitation. And I mean, it's just so cool. I'm so happy to have this in the account. Definitely probably my rarest Pokemon in my account. You guys let me know. Do I have a Pokemon rarer than this that you guys saw on this top 10 list? You guys let me know, because definitely I think this probably takes the cake, mainly because, again, it was exclusive to an in-person event, and on top of all of that, who knows if it ever comes back? We'll have to see, but very, very stoked about it. Let me know in the comments down below what's your rarest Pokemon in your account, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Make sure to tune into the 10-hour stream, because we're doing a big one today, trying to get that shiny letter best. So we'll see you guys in the next video, though. Oh, peace.